rumbles, the earth it shakes. The water is rising in the lakes. The clouds they gather, the winds tonight. I can feel it in the air, it's coming all right. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share. Say hello to David and Mark. Get ready, the show is about to start. Keeping you informed at every update so you can stay safe and feeling great. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share. Flash across the screen, nature's power in all its scenes. Updates flowing through the feed, bringing you the news you need. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share. To like and share. Say hello to David and Mark. Get ready, the show is about to start. Keeping you informed at every update so you can stay safe and feeling great. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Like and share. Storm warnings flash across the screen. Nature's power in all its scenes. Updates flowing through the feed, bringing you the news you need. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share.
I know you might not want to face the day.
I just had to
throw that in there. Might not want to face the day.
Uh-oh.
It's one of those days. It's raining. There's a storm coming. I'll tell you. As you can see on the radar, you got a little bit of a doggone echo, Mark. Just a little, not bad, but it's enough. But at least it's better than yesterday. You know, or the last time we did this. There's.
Yeah, when you unmuted your mic with the speaker still going, you about blew my eardrum out.
Well, yeah. I thought I had that taken care of here anyway. There's Debbie Achenbach Soxy. Hello, everyone, on this rainy day. Keith Thomas. Hey, David Mark, it's Friday Catfish Day. Yes, it is. Out at Ma's Kitchen. Oh, my goodness. We got to go get some catfish, you know, if you like catfish.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Chris Meacham says, good raining afternoon, Thunder Buddies. And Denise Darnell says, hey, Chris Meacham. Tammy Gamble says, good afternoon. Hi, Tammy. And Eric Brake, my good friend Eric. He's one of our moderators along with Dave on here, and he says, hello, chat, David and Mark. And there's Harley, good old Harley Blankenship says, hello, y'all. And, yeah, anyway, we're talking about storms coming. So, anyway, it's Beth Kleiner Dawson says, hello. Tin Can Ham Joe says, wow, it's getting fun outside. Well, I don't know about that. But
getting noisy and wet outside is what it's doing.
See, of course, says you don't hear an echo there, so that's a good thing. So we did correct some things, so hopefully all the commercials will play like they should and everything will be going on okay. Let's see here. Tammy Buckner, hello, David Mark. Daryl Bass, he's at Fort Campbell. Radar shows hail in Hopkinsville. We got any hail out there, Mark?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, so so far so good. We did thought we saw hail drops, which is the big drops that look like, well, they all might have been hail. I don't know. And Stephanie Roke is on, says, hey, all, TGIF. And Dave, our good friend Dave, our other moderator, his audio and video is working. Boy, I'm glad to hear that for a change. You know, it is Friday the 13th. And
yep.
So I'm a little leery. I worry about people. I worry about saying the wrong thing on the air when I'm sitting here talking. Daniela Holland says, hello, Jamie Tucker, been fishing all day till it started lightning. Did you catch any of those?
Yeah, that's a good reason to come in.
Oh, my goodness. Amanda says, hey, and Harley Blankenship says, it's a storm coming as we speak. I swear, that girl, she's a mess. Tammy Sis says, can't hear you. Now, Tammy, you know better than that. Surely you can. Can everybody else hear me? I know they can. Let's see here.
She's on the Facebook side. Maybe she needs to unmute her phone.
Yeah, so Tammy, it's your problem, not ours, I don't think. Everybody else seems to hear us okay. Tin Can Ham Joe says, David, don't jinx us. Eric Brake says, audio's good here, so that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Ashley Orton, hey guys, been door dashing in this mess. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you so much, Ashley. And then C, of course, says, I still don't think it will rain today. That's just propaganda. Yeah, you ain't right, John. You ain't right at all. So, good grief. Everybody's talking to me. Oh, we got a lot of viewers on. I didn't realize it. Good grief. Wait a minute. Ted Rogers, our good friend Ted, is now super chatting. He says $25 to us. He says, how are we looking for the weekend? You see anything serious? I had a short burst of heavy rainfall in Greenville, on Greenville Road. Stay blessed. And he has blessed us. You know, he's started the subscription drive the other night, and I'm proud of you, Ted. We think the world of you. So give him an idea about what's coming on, Mark.
Well, we're just looking for these rain and thunder showers through the day today. We'll probably see them tomorrow and into Sunday. They may back off a little bit as we head into the early part of the week, but we'll probably see some rain chances each day. But as far as severe weather goes, we're under a marginal outlook today, but I'm not really seeing much that looks severe. The storms just aren't quite getting that strong.
And Amanda has asked me, how was my biscuits this morning? She met me at the restaurant. I knew that. I thought that was you, Amanda. That's Amanda Barber, good friend of mine and Facebook friend, has been one of our followers for quite some time now. So, yeah, Amanda, they were absolutely delicious. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Let's see here. Sunny161 says, hey, y'all, please make the rain go away tomorrow. My stallion has a big show.
Well, I'm sorry to say they're calling for 70 to 90% chance of showers and then showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow.
Amy Barrett says,
Uh,
hey, come out to the convention center tonight at 7. American Will Be Saved Crusade, Bishop Lance Johnson, powerful man of God. So hopefully anybody that wants to go out there certainly should. And it may be raining, so take an umbrella. There's Jennifer Lewis, one of our fellow spotters on with us. She says, not only is Sunday Father's Day, but it's also mine and Ben's 20th wedding anniversary. Oh, man. You know, we're
ooh,
going to have to get John
congratulations.
we have
Yeah.
to get John to design us an anniversary song now. So we got a birthday
Yes,
song.
indeed.
We just need an anniversary song.
Yeah. My wife and I just passed our anniversary.
That's right. Debbie D. Marcellus Hoover says, hello, David Mark, coming in from the Hoover's produce and got caught in the heavy rain and wind.
Ooh,
Let's see.
yeah.
Hoover's.
Mackenzie Fisk was saying she just joined. Want to know how long until it slows down in Hopkinsville? Hopkinsville, we're kind of in the middle of the stuff right now. It's going to be probably a good 30 minutes to an hour before it finally settles down a little bit. We've got another group starting over on the west of the lakes that might move this direction as well, but there's a good gap in between them of probably at least an hour.
So Debbie D. Marcellus Hoover's is a really good place to get produce out there on the way to Fairview on the left. Boy, you've been there with me, haven't you, Mark?
I have. Man, they've got some good stuff on
He's
there.
expanded because he's been so busy. Everybody's kind of getting tight out there. But anyway, we're glad to hear that. And let's see here. Tin Can Ham says, congratulations, Jennifer. Yeah, I guess you could put up with Ben. All right. Their 20th wedding anniversary. I guess that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, 20's good.
Chris Gober. Now
20
get
plus
this.
20 more, plus 20 more.
Chris Gober says, got my shelter weeks ago. Now no tornadoes. He said, but now we will be safe if they do come. And Ted Rogers says, 79
absolutely.
viewers, only 14 likes. Hit the like button, friends. Yeah, that's what I say. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure and subscribe to us. It really means a lot to us on this channel. It does help a lot. So just for those who are on here for the weather, I will tell you that right now there's nothing severe. In fact, there's nothing severe anywhere, but there is a strong storm crossing the lakes over there right now. I bet we can get that on our lakeside camera. Let me take a look here. Hold on.
It's definitely coming down over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's putting it down pretty good. And that would be somewhere in this vicinity. I guess it looks like it's really come down a little further. But I appreciate you guys that are liking the stream. And also, if you were to subscribe, that would mean a lot. It does help in our subscriptions for YouTube. They think more of us, the more subscribers we got. Mackenzie Fisk, okay, thank you, because I'm currently sitting in my car in a parking lot because I can't see anything while trying to drive. Where is the parking lot? And I will try to zoom into it. We'll tell you exactly how soon it'll ease up. Let me go back over to the radar here.
She just said down in Hopkinsville over by the boulevard.
Well, let's see. Yeah, looks like it's going to be doing it for a while there, so you might have a little bit of a wait. Connie
Yeah.
Cancer says, I love the camera views. You're welcome, Connie. We're going to show some more here in a little bit.
The heaviest part's just starting to come in there.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, it's going to get heavy before it gets lighter there, Mackenzie. Let's see here. What about Dunmore, Kentucky, Mark?
Dunmore. That's up. Where is that?
I don't know. It's close. I got to remember where it is. Zoom in.
No tornadoes. 1,300 of Fokker.
I can tell you Dawson Springs been getting a pretty hefty storm. That's just moving on off a little bit. But it is flat out putting it down here. Let me go to our Skyline Drive camera here in Hopkins. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's flat out pouring there. If we look at the Skyline Drive, you can barely see the Krogan Shopping Center, and the rain is absolutely pouring. So if you're out thinking about going out there, wait just a little while this storm gets past, because it is a pretty strong storm. And Yeah, it doesn't look like the heaviest has gotten to this part yet. We will see, but a little heavier area.
Dunmore is off to our east, Dave. It's up between Lewisburg and Central City.
I should say it's in Logan County.
Yeah. And right now, you've got storms headed your way too. This same storm that's dumping on us, this same little area of storms is moving your way. And then you'll see more storms on and off through the day and probably for the next several days.
And
highs will start off around 80 and then it'll slowly warm up. And then by the time we get towards the end of the week, we're looking at highs 90 or higher.
Yeah, I think here's what it looks like. We're going to have some heavy rain this weekend, Mark.
Yep.
It does look like it's going to materialize this time. I tell you, the last few times they've said that, I poo-pooed it and said it ain't going to happen, and it didn't. This time I had my doubts, and it did happen, or it is happening now.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I think.
But it's confined to a pretty specific area. The storms will move across, and then it'll pretty well clear out for a while, and another group of storms will move across.
Yeah.
So they're going to be on and off through the weekend.
Right. So as we go through the weekend.
That nice thunder outside.
Thunder buddies, that's what we are.
Yeah.
But,
and again, 1300 Fokker 3K tornado, no.
Yeah, the severe threat is low. They do say we could get maybe a strong storm or two. Doesn't appear that the severe threat is real high for any of this weekend, right?
No. And even what severe threat there is for straight line winds. Yeah. There's not really much in the way of tornado or hail threat.
Right. So it looks like we'll get through the weekend with pretty much rainy. So if you have nothing better to do, stay in bed or whatever. But then I know that you and I are going to be back in here Sunday to do another update, and we'll try to see how things look then. The other thing, though, is that as we go into Monday and Tuesday, there's still a chance for showers, but not as much. But then Wednesday, the heat comes on. My least favorite time of the year. Probably highs in the lower 90s anyway, right?
Yeah, it could be into the lower 90s. Right now, they're not really quite stretching to that. They're going up to like 88, 89, but we've seen 90s all around us.
Okay,
as far as forecast highs.
They have dropped it just a couple of degrees since I saw it before. So
probably because of the amount of rain they're looking at us getting.
Yeah. You talking about currently?
Currently, well, also as we go out into the future, that on and off chances of storms, when those storms come through and we've got this much rain on the ground, it tends not to get quite as hot.
True. You have what they call evapotranspiration, which is a pretty neat term.
It's raining a little in Herndon. Herndon's getting to be on the backside of this group. But again, we'll see more storms come through as the day goes on and through the weekend.
Yeah. So anyway, if you've been missing summer, you're going to get a taste of it as we get towards the end of next week. And I know a bunch of you, you got your pools, you want to go swimming, all that kind of good stuff. Go to the lake and stuff I used to like doing, but since I end up mowing a yard yesterday for 5 hours, I got heat exhaustion. And anyway, so Daryl Bass says my neighbors are retired and live on their lawnmowers, but I work, so because I rarely get the chance to mow, my yard is starting to look like Cambodia.
We had the same feeling.
Yeah, and I was worried that mine was going to look like that, but I did manage to get it mowed. But I did pay for it. I'm a little better today, but I could feel better. I have felt better before anyway. So let's see. So we did talk about Catfish Day. Did I say it's Catfish Day at Moz? I know I did.
I believe we talked about it very briefly, but yeah, it is.
Well, let's take a look real quick at Moz, and I think this commercial will play today. So hang on, here we go. Welcome to Moz Kitchen in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, home of the $1.50 made-from-scratch sausage and biscuits. Load your plate with Kentucky classics, fried chicken, salmon patties, Salisbury steak, and sides like baked beans, mac and cheese, and fresh hot rolls. And don't miss our barbecue chicken, potato salad, and brown beans. Our brownies are made from scratch daily, bursting with rich chocolate flavor,
And don't miss our old-fashioned pecan pie, a Southern classic. Located down from Harbor Freight at 3022 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. When you can't go to Mama's, come to Ma's Kitchen.
And boy, we've definitely spent our share of time there. And I know a lot of my Facebook friends. Amanda Barr was just mentioning earlier that she was there with me this morning when we were both getting some of those biscuits that she's got. Oh my goodness, they were so good.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see here. So let's go on. And you know what? Because these storms are storms, and because we're still technically in the severe season, you better look at the storm shelter.
I tell you what, Dave, this is West Kentucky. When are we not in severe season?
And it does seem like it. I'm a little worried about our fall severe season, and watching this storm, this little line right here just coming across Kentucky Lake right now. We'll see what that. Oh, wait a minute, you can't see that, can you? You go back here. What's wrong? Now, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, sometimes forget to push my fingers on the right button. Stephanie Roke says, my kiddo Hannah says hello. Well, hello, Hannah. We're glad to see you
Hannah.
on with us. Hannah, we're enjoying seeing you on here with us. So, Caleb Perry says, does anyone know where I can get big pine trees removed that are swaying more than normal and way close to the house?
I don't know. I haven't availed myself of any of the local tree services, so I can't recommend any of them.
David Hyde Tree Service, I think, does some of that. I can't think of anybody else right off the top of my head. Let's see here. Carol Bryant says Allegra is getting rain right now. Denise Darnell says, I'll be glad to see fall. Hey, me too. Denise Darnell says, I'm getting a storm shelter. I've been talking to Pete today. All right. I hope you mentioned the Weather and Wisdom channel so they would give you the $200 off. That's a good deal. And those guys, I tell you, everybody I've talked to loves them. And so that's good. I think I can't wait till I get one. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet, you know. But anyway, those guys do a good job, good work. I haven't played them yet, so let's take a look at that. Hang on.
It's the middle of the night, and tornadic storms are approaching. The nearest public shelter is miles away, and they don't allow pets. You should have purchased a Mid-South storm shelter. Mid-South storm shelters offer you the security of having your own shelter at your doorstep. These sturdy and roomy shelters come in below-ground or above-ground styles. Both styles accommodate 10 people comfortably and will give you peace of mind anytime severe weather threatens. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. Mention the promo code Weather and Wisdom and you will get $200 off. Financing is available.
And of course, a lot of people are ordering those storm shelters. They're still running behind, but they are working on catching up. So, yeah, she said she did get the promo code, so that's good, Denise. I'm glad to hear that. Now, the other thing is that Michael Vance, Contracting Roofing, 270-707 Roof, because if you got any kind of damage at all, it's likely going to be on your roof, and Michael Vance is the one to call to get that taken care of. He's got crews ready, willing, and able to get out there and help you. I know they're staying pretty busy from the hail that we've gotten in weeks past, but every time I talk to Michael, he just makes my head hurt because he fills me so full of information. And so be sure and give him a call, even if it's residential, commercial, whatever. He will. No job's too big or too small. He will take care of it. Also, don't forget Lakeside Campground Marina. He owns that as well. You've seen the camera from over there, and they definitely have a good place to go. But to be honest with you, they fill up quick, so you might call them ahead. There's the website. Visit lakesidecampground.com. Take a look at that. And one more here. Let's talk about Katie Moyer and Kentucky Hemp Works.
If you want to give yourself an edge in catching fish, you have to try Kentucky Hemp Works Fish Attractant. It is so easy to use, even a child can do it. A drop or two on your bait will yield amazing results.
I got him.
Make your fishing trip memorable. Catch lots of fish with Kentucky Hemp Works Fishing Attractant. Look for it in our online store at dpww.shop. Supplies are going fast, so place your order today.
Boy, I got the sneezes going on up here. I got something stuck in my throat, but I'll be all right here in a minute. But anyway, Mark, there's our online store address, dpww.shop. And it also has a link to shopweatherandwisdom.com that has apparel, hoodies, all kinds of neat stuff. Get on there and take a look at it. And
Welcome to Ma's Kitchen in Hopkins.
Here we go again. What is wrong with this thing? I'm going to get my buttons fixed up here. Amanda says she's on the list for a storm shelter, so I'm glad to hear that, Amanda. Let's see here. See, of course, says, how many times do these fish have to watch their friends get dragged out of the water before they start catching on? John, you're not right.
Theocor, don't you know fish don't have a very long memory?
He's not right at all. He's had too much coffee is what it is. He's been hanging around us too much, so he's having too much coffee. But we're glad of him. He has fixed our audio up here to some degree. In fact, it's pretty much fixed. But I'm very thankful to that because I was worried we weren't going to have the commercials like we did the other day when we had those issues. But it looks like we're all in good shape. Let's see what else we got here. Just checking the lower levels of these storms, and there's not much to them. So I'm going to go back to the Paducah radar, and we get a little bit better handle on how they look. Let's see here. Let's also take a look around. Let's look over at Reelfoot, see if they've got anything going on. And no, it's a pretty sky, though. Look at that turbulent sky. Woo-wee.
Yep.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
So
those will probably those might build up into some storms as the day goes on.
right. See, of course, it's all that sugar in the Captain Crunch he's snacking on.
Oh, okay.
Actually, that
That
kind of
explains
sounds
it.
good. It really
Actually,
does.
it's the food dye.
Oh, the food dye. Okay, I got you. Let's see here. Is there anywhere else we want to go looking? Anything else?
I don't know. It's real pretty over at Pinnacle Tower today.
Ooh, yeah, let's go look at Pinnacle Tower. Here we go. And this is Irwin, Tennessee. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is. Makes you want to go.
That is why people go visit the Smokies.
Okay, David Powell. Okay, Michaela, Beaver Tree Service is local as well. Eric said that. Okay, that's great, Eric. Thank you for letting us know. So, I'm trying to find who had asked about that.
That's why I tagged her. It was Michaela further up
okay.
there, Michaela
Yeah,
Perry.
Got it. Okay, so there you go, Michaela. There is your tree service to try. Let's see here. Anyway, everybody like this view? I do. I like it really good.
Yep.
80 degrees there, so it's a little warm up on the tower. Normally isn't that warm because that's up high.
Well, if it's 80 degrees up there, it may be kind of warm when you get down in the valley.
Well, for real. Here's the fire tower in Pickett County, and they're socked in with, I guess they're in the clouds. That doesn't look like rain. It looks like they're in the clouds.
Yeah,
So, isn't that kind of neat?
maybe a little of both. I see the fog and stuff coming up from the valleys there.
Dave says, if storms are heading my way by 8 p.m., Huntington, West Virginia, according to WSAZ. Well, storms is a-coming.
Yep.
Michaela Perry says,
Well, at least we make it there.
Michaela Perry says, thank you all so much for giving her the information. So thank you, Eric. Okay, let's go back up here and see what else is going on. I'm still seeing this. It's kind of strong over here crossing the lakes. Let's see if it looks the same way
Yeah,
from Hopkinsville radar.
I'd say the biggest threat's going to be lightning and very intense rainfall out of those, though.
Yeah. I don't see anything in our region right now that's severe or even bordering on severe. There's some few little strong cells, but there doesn't appear to be anything severe. And I don't expect them to be, Mark. Do you?
No, it's just going to be one of those weekends where if you're planning on doing stuff outdoors, probably go ahead, but plan on having a backup plan in case you have to take shelter for a storm to go through. They usually take 30, 45 minutes to work their way through, and then the sun will come back out.
Well, it is what it is. So, anyway,
Yeah.
What else you got
You
to
were
say?
showing earlier how bad it was raining at Lakeside. Look at Lakeside now.
Right? Ah, what a big change.
Yep.
That's a big change compared to what it was just a few minutes ago.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw that on the camera I look at from in here, or on the screen I monitor from in here, and I thought, well, that's quite a change. So we can show people that's pretty much what it's going to be the next few days. It'll be pouring the rain down for a bit, and then the sun will come out for a bit.
Yeah, Sheila Snyder says, howdy, weather family. Howdy, Sheila. And Mo Jiggy says, looks like the boulevard has some flooding and my yard is a pond.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's actually going to start easing up now. We're almost on the back side of this area of rain and storms.
Yeah.
It is
This
still,
round, anyway.
yeah, it is still thundering, but we'll have a little while before some of these come up here out of Tennessee, maybe catch up to us. They'll be scattered. There's nothing really, a bunch of them yet. They don't seem to be too terrible. I will look at this Paris camera because it looks back over that way. Now look at this, Mark. You can see the structure on this stone. Wait a minute, you can't see that, can you?
No.
Get that fixed
Wrong.
up here.
Wrong.
No, I just
Wrong
I
one.
pushed the buttons
There you
too
go.
much. There we go. It was on the other camera, but not on this one. Okay, so
Yeah, look at the structure in that.
yeah, look at that. That's towering
Pretty.
cumulus, and it looks
Uh-huh.
like it's anviled off. So pretty good storm, but nothing serious there.
No.
Tin Can
Nothing in
Ham,
that one really looks severe.
Tin Can Ham says solar weather's acting up the last 2 days, so no HF radio.
I believe it. The sun has been very, very active this year.
Yeah, it has. But you know what? It's about time it started easing up because the sunspot activity, we are past the peak of the greatest amount of sunspots, I think. Let me see if I can call up spaceweather.com. Let's see here. Yeah, we do have a geomagnetic storm going on right now. It arrived earlier than expected. It hit Earth's magnetic field today, sparking a G2 class geomagnetic storm, and the storm is still underway right now as we speak. So that is interesting. I'll take a look at the sunspot.
Yeah.
To this.
Pretty
nice picture of the sun.
Probably into a category G3 strong storm. So
yeah, here's a picture of the solar disk. Let me see if I can. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I have to.
a few small sunspots, but not a lot of activity.
I think that solar storm came off the sunspot number 4111, if I'm not mistaken. It did give a glancing blow, but let's see here. Ken Ham says some say yes, some no, as that's concerned. But it is verified. There is a solar geomagnetic storm going on right now, so it may affect you a little bit. I'm sorry, I was just.
And he says, yeah, 4111.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of looks like a more strong area down on the south of the solar equator there that may be rotating around our direction before long.
Well,
4105.
yeah, that's moving away. That's going the other way because remember the sun goes from west to east, if I'm not mistaken. So these should go out of our area of expertise.
Okay.
But there's still these that are coming on board. They're more northerly parts of the sun. But there's 4111. It still could pose another threat as it moves across the disk, but we'll see. So anyway, just thought you guys would like to see that because, hey, you know, that's what I'm like. I like, well, he says west to east. Yeah, that's right, west to east. You're right. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. I thought for a minute I done got a tongue tied. It's easy to do. Well, Mark, I want to see, is there anything else? A lot of this stuff is developing back to the west. This may be our weather tomorrow as it comes in.
Yeah. Again, we're going to continue to see this kind of development, especially in the afternoons as we go through the weekend and into early next week.
Daryl Bass says people tend to forget the sun weather can affect the earth weather too, and it does.
Mm-hmm.
And it also can affect the individuals. I should have brought that information I had on geomagnetic storms and how they affect your health on Earth, because they do affect you. It's more of a psychic phenomenon. It is you might get headaches, and some people can get grouchy. It's not me, but some people can. I know some females get grouchy.
Yeah. Heather Gibbs driving to Gatlinburg tonight is probably going to be a little bit of a wet drive, as the storms that are going now, even as they start to weaken after the sun goes down, will still probably be dropping some rain. And it looks like there's a fairly good batch of it between here and Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg, they've got a special weather statement down there, so if I can find a radar closer that we can look and see what their problem is. I know there's one here close somewhere. Come on.
Make sure you're not on multi-sensor.
No, I'm on single site radar. So
should look at, I think Knoxville is.
I've got one down here. Here we go. Now you can see a lot better. There's one right there. I should hit that one. Yeah, they've got, that's pretty nasty storms down that way. Let's see, where is Gatlinburg? I know it's up here somewhere. There's Sevierville, so it's right there, right next to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. So right now they're okay, but boy, we got a lot of stuff coming their way here in a little while. Probably say about 3 hours they should be there, if that long.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. Hopefully, let's see here. Chelsea Reese says, "Hey, friend." She says, "That Eli, he's in one of his moods. Eli, you better straighten up. You better straighten up, Eli." Denise Darnell says, "So now I can blame my grouchiness on the weather." Harley says, "I never get grouchy." Yeah, right. And then Heather Gibbs says, thank y'all, and we're glad to have you on with us, Heather. Some of you coming to us over on the Facebook simulcast, and we appreciate you being here with us. You know what, Mark? I think I'm about done talking out. My throat's getting dry, my mouth's getting dry, my stomach is growling, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
And I don't have time to run to Grandma's. Chris Beecham says, "At least I'm getting a free car wash." Nothing is free, Chris. Nothing. But anyway. So, Mark, do you have any final words before we shut this thing down?
Well, everyone, enjoy your weekend. The showers and thunderstorms will be in and out, so just, plan accordingly. Yep. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and we'll see you Sunday afternoon.
And, yeah, I agree with you. And you know what? If I don't see you here, I'll see you here.
Thank you all for watching our show. We've had such fun, but now must go. Every moment's been a delight. Until next time, we say good night. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is to like and share. Storm warnings flash across the screen. Nature's power in all its scenes. Updates flowing through the feed.